Hello, guys. Hope you're doing great, staying purposeful, and keeping yourself very healthy. How did your 2024 go so far? Hope it's gone fine. I'm sure all of you are looking forward to a great 2025, much like I do. So, today I'm going to kind of do a recap of 2024, some of the learnings from 2024 and in the wellness and fitness journey that I've had, the progress that I made, or the setbacks that I had and how 2025 is going to look like, and kind of leave you with some tips on new year resolutions, or some of the fitness goals and habits that you might want to form. So anyone who is either in the journey and having some issues, you might find useful, or anyone who's looking to get into that path also may find it useful. So let's go. So first, I'll start off with some uh, key learnings that I had out of 2024. So I've said this before that my 2023 was a great year for me from a fitness and wellness perspective. I made great strides, great progress. Um, and I actually thought 2024 would be better than 2023, but unfortunately, it wasn't. Personally, I realized number one of the first learnings that I learned was that progress is not going to be linear. You will have setbacks and impediments, much like life, and it'll kind of pull you back a little bit, from which you'll find it difficult to bounce back, but it's possible. Uh, Second, you will start admiring and learning to enjoy the process or this journey, rather than looking at an outcome based method. That's number two. Number three is stress in your life. That is, let's say, whether it's due to work or your relationship issues, whatever you have, any kind of stress that you have will play a what do you call very debilitating. It will have a very debilitating impact on your progress. So you have to really work on your stress. That can play a huge part. Number four is uh, I think people I underestimated the effort that is required to even maintain the kind of let's say the shape that you've gotten into after a lot of initial effort that you put. Doesn't your the amount of effort that you need to maintain yourself, or just have make minor improvements, is going to be much more than the effort that you took to get to this particular state. Let's say you took x amount of effort to get from, let's say, 0 to 80, but again from 80 to 90, and the 90 plus will take the same amount of effort or even more. So there's something people won't expect, but that's the reality anyway. So that's pretty much of the learning. uh, in general, I've spoken about so this year also I spoke about nutrition a lot before, but again, I'll tell you that you have to, apart from exercise, there are two things you have to keep in mind all the time. One is nutrition, the other one is sleep. Don't uh, ignore these two fundamental aspects. If you do that, you're going to struggle, even if you have great progress on the exercising bit, right? Couple of other gains for me. The couple of gains for me this year was, of course, quitting my bad habits. So it's been 8 months and about 15 days, I guess, roughly. So that's 250 plus days of being a teetotaler life. So I feel really good about it. I feel much younger. I feel energetic. More than that, I feel very confident that I was able to get to this state. So um, yeah, so that's pretty much on the habits part. Sleep is pretty much sorted. And one of the reasons I also had more setbacks, or let's say less intensity in 2024, was a few incidents, quite a lot of travel due to work. And whenever you travel, you will lose a little bit of momentum. It will not be the same effect that you had, because you're used to a particular gym, the equipments, the workouts, the routines. Now that that's getting affected when you travel, it will impact your mindset, your psyche, and then you will have some issues. Again, a couple of other things that happened this year was I had a bike fall when I went to Visakhapatnam in September. So the knee was injured, so I stayed off gym for some time till it healed. I had throat infection, I think in end of end of October, about 10-15 days. I was completely away from gym and workout. So these kind of breaks, I had more frequent breaks, and or let's say setbacks, and this year, I think the second half of this year. So kind of restored on regularity that I had in 2023. 20. I'll, in fact, share my workout schedule so that you kind of understand what I meant by the maintenance effort is almost similar to the initial effort that one needs to make. What else did I have that I wanted to quickly? Yeah, the other thing that I, of course, did by I think mid of September or start of September is removed my social media apps from the phone, Facebook and Instagram in particular. I do have YouTube because I'm a heavy consumer of YouTube videos. That's where I learned a lot of stuff that I'm talking to you about, in fact. So that's on the changes part. I did a little bit of yoga in November and December, and I joined MMA classes. So post office, I go in the evening, not every day, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I intend to do MMA as well to kind of see how best I can handle the rigors expected in a fight. Even practicing to defend yourself. So that's pretty much. So let me just show you my workout schedule quickly, and then I'll get back to some tips that you might need. So as you can see, this is 2023, and I think I've done about 290 hours of workouts roughly, right? And 220 workout the resistance training sessions, weight training. So that's you can see it's fairly consistent. You won't see too much of a change. So that's about just around 20 per month. And cardio, I did quite a lot last year. And of course, you've seen about 400 and 400 kilometers of running and about 45 sessions of yoga. And of course, this involves a little bit of walking as well. So in 2024, I flipped it a little bit. As you can see, the resistance training is fairly similar, 220 versus 222. So that kind of continued. You would see some dips during the times that you can see the now dip in the November and again September, as I mentioned. And I think April also, I think I was probably not well for some time. So these are the times in which I missed. Uh, in terms of cardio, I was fairly consistent. Running is exactly half of what I had in 2023. How much was it? 404, and that's now 210. But you can see that I walked quite a lot, 416 kilometers, and you would see that I started doing more of walking in the second half. So you can see I've reduced a little bit of running and added more on the walking front and small sessions of mixed martial arts and yoga towards November and December. And one of the reasons I started yoga, I mean, I was doing yoga last year, but I due to work pressures and of course I can't do too many things, right? You can't be doing resistance training, yoga, cardio bunch. It just becomes overwhelming. So I had taken a break from yoga last year. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Yeah, so I'd taken a break from yoga, but this year when I joined the mixed martial arts classes, I figured that pretty much your strength or shape is pretty much rendered useless if you don't have good flexibility. As in, your strength is defined by how flexible and supple your muscles are going to be. So if you don't have flexible muscles like I have, you cannot have real strength. And I was found very short of. Endurance and also flexibility when I was trying to do basic moves, whether it's boxing or kicking, etc. It was very painful and difficult. I couldn't lift my legs beyond a point, and I realized that okay, it's so tight that I have to do insert a little bit of yoga to get the flexibility again. So that's when I started yoga, and it's helping quite a bit. I'm able to lift the leg a little bit more as I so I'll continue this for another 2 3 months, and I'll be able to tell you how much of difference I can see in myself. And again, coming back to New Year, so we just have a couple of days to get into 2025, and for people who are going to take all those great resolutions, congratulations and wish you the best. But again, as I've told before, there's no great day to start. If you want to start, you have to do it now, not necessarily the new year. And I've seen this very often in the gyms. Entire Jan, I think till the third week of Jan is you won't find a place in the gym to even work out. It becomes too crowded. But come February, there's it's the same. I think people or the same faces I'm seeing again. There's nothing new that happens. Don't be that person. Just get into habit, and the way you start off, I think I've given done a video on this before, how to form habits. Whether you're in 20s or 30s or 40s, it's still remain the same. Start small, be very consistent, and make it measurable and monitorable. It's you will enjoy the process as you get to the stage where you will start seeing the rewards and the dopamine hits, but that takes a bit of time. Till the time you have to put in that consistent effort to get there. In fact, I've been running a couple of WhatsApp groups with my friends and acquaintances, three different WhatsApp groups where we share a lot of messages, learnings, motivational stuff, and there are some experienced people. There are a psychiatrist. There is an Iron Man in the group. There are people who are very consistent with workouts like me, and there are people who are struggling to form habits. They are also part of it. Uh, it's been great. It's been 2 years of me working with these guys, and it's quite satisfying when I see them, even if they do twice a week compared to zero. I mean, I feel that's a great progress for these friends of mine. So all the best to you guys. There's nothing more. I just thought I'll do a good recap of 2024 key learning, the setbacks, etc. I really hope yeah, this was helpful to you, and I will share some of my new learnings in 2025. All the best. Wish you all a happy new year. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.